Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and I'm from Switzerland. I am 28, I look like a teenager, I know. I make videos on my floor of my office. And what I have to say, it's just that I want my generation to understand that maybe what the previous generation were thinking is not really true or doesn't really have to make sense to us, like working, owning a house and just like working, sleeping, having kids, and that's it. I think it's really like we are a generation that become more and more aware and more conscious, and the more we will evolve in our own field, in our own talent, and that we will push ourselves to become better, the more we will understand that we can make more money by doing something that we love in the good boat than doing something for someone else just because the system asks us to do it. So what I want to say is like there is many ways, there is no answer for everyone. Like I have no universal answer to how to become financially free or how to become fulfilled with your life or how to become happier, but I think we have patterns of people that are looking and seeking for this that's different from people that don't ask questions at all. So for me it's always about like asking good questions since the beginning. Like it's not a race, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and the goal is just to reach your own goal. Okay, so you don't even have competition, and that's people don't understand, and I think it will release them if they understand that they don't have to take advice or any insight from anyone, even not me, like maybe what I'm telling you it's bullshit, whatever. I'm just explaining you what works for myself and like what I think it's important. But for me, maybe like I'm all wrong, and it's okay. It's not a problem. Like you have to make your own choice by your own self and listen to your heart. This is true. This is something that you have to figure it out. Everyone has different puzzle. Everyone has different life. Everyone has different line. And as soon as you stay in your line, you have no competition, and that people don't understand. They're always like living from the eyes of someone else, but they don't even care about you. Like even your mom, she's sleeping at night, she's not thinking about you, like just do your stuff, do what you're meant for. And sometimes you're meant for something that has nothing to do with your family, like maybe they were all artists and you are not, like you're something else. So just figure it out. Like I think in the adulthood it's about finding what we were good when we were kids, what we were doing like naturally. Like as kid, I think we have a lot of expression or talents that can be discovered very young, and then like the system make us not thinking about too much about this, and they make us becoming like everyone, just to follow the rules and not fail and just keep going and don't ask questions, but it's not this. Like real life, it's about asking questions, it's about failing, it's about learning. It's a process. Like you cannot improve if you don't try, and if you try, like it means that you never did before, so it's logical that you might fail. Even like it's not mind, you will. Like you cannot be good at something if you don't put practice in. Like the art of mastery, it's 10 years. Like in every martial art we say that we become a master after 10 years. Maybe you can become a master a bit earlier, but it never it never comes from one day to another if you never put practice on something, So for me it's about putting practice in the good things, in the thing that you love and that you like, and then improving in every area of it, like any any passion that you have, you can monetize it. Like you can find a way to make money if you want money, like. But I think also it's not about wanting money like an Instagram. Like Instagram is not real, and people have to understand that there is two type of people that you see on Instagram. There is the influencer. There is only 10% in the world that are really paid to be influencer, and most of them are creator like of content. So what means is not their life. They are just going in hotel and they have the hotel free, and they make videos to sell you dreams about a dream life that doesn't even exist. Like people that have real money, they don't even take pictures or video of their room. Like it's like if middle class or poor class just take their bathroom in pictures. Like who wants to know? You know, like no one cares. Even for you, it's your normal bathroom. So whatever, it's not your normal view. Like at some point, it's your life, you know. And this is the most important: is to have your real life better than in your Instagram. You have nothing to show, and this is so hypocrite, I think. Like, so basically, like, there is people that are paid on social media just to make you think that your life sucks, but you have no idea how their life is, you know. And for me, it's only about marketing and bad marketing, you know, because life is not about material. It's not about having the big car. It's not that. Life is about doing something that you love, like every day waking up, like, oh, I can do so much more today, like I'm so happy to be here, like I'm pushing myself, I'm surrounded with people that push themselves too. I have a healthy family, like, that support me. Even if you have a family that don't support you, it doesn't matter. Like, you will find people, and also friends can become family. And I think it's more about the people than the money. Like, for me, goodwill is better than money, and it's compound faster also. So you invest in whatever you want, but I'm just trying to explain you some of the things that I believe. And also, like, in Instagram, what you see, there is also people that are really good in their area, so they are known, you know. But because they are good in their talent, they focused on their talent, they push hard on what came easy to them, but they worked hard. Nothing come easy, and this is a myth. Like, I don't know since when people think that life is supposed to be easy, you know. It's simple, but easy, no, because to have more, you will have to become more. And I think we are a generation, like, the more and more people are so lazy to put the work on, but work on something smart, like your life, not someone else. Like you will harvest everything that you sow. So you need to sow, and you need to sow in your garden, not in someone else's garden. Like, you cannot expect, like, to take care of the garden of someone until you get retired, and then, like, to take the shade of his tree. No, it doesn't work this way. You can work for someone else, and then, like, you come back home and check your garden. Like, how is your flower? How is it going? Like, what do you want to sow? Like, what type of seed do you put in your flower? Like, you have to think. And I think you have better time to spend 4 years to think and to plan and acting 1 year than acting 5 years and then thinking about, like, oh fuck, I have no idea what I'm doing, you know. This is what most people do. And, like, just take an afternoon, like, start to write your goal, like, your long-term goal. Like, what's your ideal life? What does it look like? If you don't know, who knows, you know. Like, and no one will tell you, like, your life should be this, or like this is marketers that tell you your life should be this or life should be that, and then it makes you frustrated, so you can buy something like that you don't need for impressing people that you don't even know and that they don't even care. That, like, life is, it's not that. Okay, so if you want to make money, capitalism is a good system, it's perfect, but you have to learn the rules, and the rules is not spending money that you don't have to impress people that you don't even know, and it's not Instagram. Okay, life is not that. Life is about, like, being fulfilled, being happy, and being, like, with people that make you happy also, you know. Like, take your phone off, go and, like, stay with people that make you feel better, or good, at least. Do things that you love. Do more things that you love, really. Like, do sport, like, move, go in the forest, go in the nature, like, and disconnect. It's so important to disconnect. Like, we are too connected to life of people that you don't even live yours. Like, really, I'm very scared about this generation. Like, everything is about having everything fast. Like, it doesn't work this way. You will not have anything worse fast. It doesn't work. Like, it's not you will stay at home, watch Netflix and your phone, and then one day, like, fortunes and wealth and, like, the best partner in life will just ring in your door. No, you have to go and seek, you have to become the person you want to be with, you have to love yourself, you have to love what you do, you have to perfect your life. Okay? You have to make the life that you want, but you have to do it, and it's step by step. And it starts like, how do you wake up in the morning? Like, what do you do the first thing? Like, do you check your phone? If you check the phone or the news and you have bad information coming to your way, it will set the tone for the whole day. So be careful. Be wise with your time. Be wise with the people you share your time with. Be wise with your activities. Like, check what you're doing during the day. Is it going in the way that you want in 10 years from now or not? And check and like readjust. You can change destination from day to another. You cannot change your life, but your destination you can. And then it will just require you to change your habit and change like your mindset, and slowly, sabai in days, like little by little. Just chill. Like life, you have so much time, but people are so stressed that at 30 they are not married, having kids, and being millionaire, and having the car and the house. And man, if you started when you were 29 to think a bit differently, it will be hard in 1 year. But you can change drastically in 1 year, but you need to really focus on your goal with intention. You know, like you go to the gym, you be there. You go to work, you be there. You are with people, you be there. Like so many people are not there. You can see, like they are thinking about something else, their problem from there, their problem from that. They go in holidays, they think about like, oh my god, in 3 days I have to go back to work. You are just losing 3 days of your holidays because you are thinking about your work. You're in holidays, like chill. And when you work, just work. Like don't think about, oh my god, I want to be in holidays. It doesn't work this way. This is not like the way we should think. This is like something that we can learn to adjust, you know, like your thinking process is yours. So if you have negative thought that is coming, it's only your responsibilities to say, okay, thank you for thank you for coming, but you are not welcome. And then you think about something else, and you focus on your task, and you focus on what you have to do, and you do. Like procrastination, it's a fear, it's auto-sabotage. It's like we all have fears. This is normal, everyone. Even like you can ask world champions, like they will tell you. But the thing is, like physically, fears and excitation is the same. Like you shake, you are not good, like you're stressed, and this is like you can change the narratives. You don't have to take fears as fears. You can take fears as challenge, or you can take fears as something good. Like, oh my god, if I see that I fear this, it means like I should do it. Why? Because after I know that I will be happy that I've done it, and like so many times the jump is not that high. It's just in our mind we put it like so high that we don't want to jump. So basically, like either you close your eyes and you go and do it, like you go in the cold water, like do it like feet by feet, and then like just a bit more. Like it takes so long. You know the result, like the result will be like you have 80% of chance that you don't do it because like you started little by little. So jump, and then you stay in the water, like the cold water. It's just in the mind. It's just like most of the things are in the mind. Like fears are about 30% of real effect and not about something else. Like our brain is just to survive. It's 16,000 years old. Like it doesn't, it's not its function to make you happy, okay? It never been and will never be. Like it's not that one day your brain will be like, yay, let's make us like successful and whatever. No, you have to train your mind. And if you want results, you have to be disciplined. It's not about motivation. And this is something that you need to learn. And if you don't learn now, you will never like reach high goal, and then it's your fault. I'm sorry, like I know it's not the best motivation motivation speak, but we can reach any level that it's in our power. What I mean is like we have to go as far as we can as human. That's how I see it. Like to improve ourselves on daily basis, every day. So giving our 100%, or at least being there. You know, like you will not be 100% every time. At least like this is for sure. but you need to show up. You need to be like, it's not about just showing up, it's about being here, it's about being productive in what you do, and it's about like being self-reliant in your life, you know, like when you say that you do something, you do it, but for yourself, not for anyone else, you know, like it doesn't matter, like it's your vision, your goals, and save yourself before the others, you know, like I turn off Instagram because I were like too much into, like I was posting too much to try to help other, and I figured out, I was like, okay, so basically I'm just losing myself because I try to explain to people like that they can do it if I can, because if I can, really everyone can. I'm just ordinary, you know, like I have nothing special. I think I was even like average minus, you know, when I was young I was really bad in sport. I was always the type of example the teacher would take at the gym, like, hey, look, this is exactly how you don't jump ropes. And I was like, hey, thank you so much. Like, I was bad, that's it, you know, I don't have good abilities with my left, my right, or coordination. I had none of that, really, like, and I was a bit chubby, but not too much. I was average, full average, nothing much, nothing less. Like, I was not popular, I was bullied most of the time, but only once, because after, like, every time I got bullied, I would just show up for myself and say like, yeah, what's the problem, because I was introvert, like I didn't care about people too much since I'm very young, and I think it helped me a lot in my life because I still don't care. Like, look, I still do like videos, like read the books. No, but what I mean by that is like, what other people try to put you in box doesn't mean anything about your life. You can reach any level, like for real. Like even at school I was not good. Like my teacher when I was 12, he wanted me to put me in the lowest grade in Switzerland, and because he thought that I were lazy, you know, and maybe I am. Totally agree. Like I hate to do things that I don't see the point. Like it doesn't matter for me, like I'm just like, no, thank you. But it's not that I were lazy, it's just like I had no one to help me, like when I was kid, to do my own work, and I had to be self-reliant a lot. And it's very hard to learn French by yourself, you know, like to dictate yourself a text and to write it at the same time. I was young, you know, like at then, but even this I figured out. Like I had like a small voice room recorder, and I will just record my voice and listen to my own voice and do the exercise. So I think it's just about problem solving. This is more about how I know that being an entrepreneur is my way, because I solve a problem every day since I'm very young. That for me there is no problem. There is challenge maybe, but problem that you cannot solve doesn't exist at all. Like, doesn't exist. You will figure it out. And that's how I see life since I'm very young, and that's why I reached the point where I am today, and I'm not that far, you know, like that's why I make a video now, because I don't want people to say like, oh, but she was lucky. She was lucky for what? She just worked hard on what she comes easy for her, and believes in herself and believe in God, and like he did, like I did my best in everything, but he did the rest, you know, like, and this is for my whole life. Like I give more to people and to think, and that's how I get blessed in my life, you know. Like I don't really care about the fact of just making money, and this is very something that I think is the best way to make money. Actually, it's like you need to improve yourself and become good at what you want in your life, you know, like at what you are good, and you see like momentum in your life, like you don't see time. Because when you start to focus on this, like I think it's, everyone has talents, everyone has different abilities, and when we focus on our talent and our ability, we focus like on what God gives to us, like in our mission, you know. And then like you just need to set the vision clear on what you want, and he will give it to you. Sounds a bit spiritual, I know, I hate that, but like that's how I see it, you know. Like I don't want to push you, like this is my beliefs, okay? So I do believe that we need to believe. So if you believe in something else, it's okay, it's not a problem, but at least believe in yourself. And without believing, we don't do, because we don't trust the process, and like we don't push ourselves hard enough, you know. But the more you believe, the more you act in the way, the more you will have proof that you can do it. So basically, after your goals, we're just improve, and your life also, because you will become better. That's how I see life, and I wish everyone just follow their path, you know, even if it's hard, especially at the beginning, because there is level of consciousness, and before that you take the courage to go after your dream, you don't really understand, because you're not aware, and you're scared, you are acting out of fear, and you cannot act of fear. Like, if you act out of fear, then you don't take the courage to go after your dream. You know what I mean? Like, you need to jump at some point, and you need to trust. And that's why I tell you, like, you need to believe, because if you don't trust the process, if you don't trust that there is a higher power that is helping you, it's very hard to do it on your own, you know? Like, we are human. I believe we are a spiritual entity that are just in human body, and that the power of our spirit is just to improve ourselves by becoming better at what we are supposed to do, you know. Like, I think we all have a mission in life, and we will be fulfilled when we reach them, you know, like when we do what we are supposed to do. And we know, like, only you will know at the end, like, if you will have regrets or if it will be a good life, you know. And we have only one, so don't waste it with regrets. Like, put the discipline on, even if it's hard, do it. Like, show up for yourself, wake up early, like, read the books, pay attention to what you eat, pay attention to what you spend, pay attention to the people you spend time with. It's very important. Like, we are the average of the 5% that we spend most of the time with. Check around, like, who they are they inspiring you, are they like helping you to become a better person or not? And just go at it. Like, if it's not there, change your environment. Like, it's very easier to save yourself by jumping out of a boat that is throwing than trying to fix the hole, you know. Like, at some point you have to save yourself. It's the best way to save others also, because when you light your own light, you allow others to do the same. And the more we become aware, conscious of our path, the more we allow other people to do the same for them. That's what I want to share a lot. And that's also why I share my insights, but it doesn't mean like that I'm right on everything, and doesn't mean that it has to make sense for you. It doesn't mean that, I don't know, it's just that no one did it for me, you know. Like, even if I were surrounded by people that are following their path, they were so into their path that they didn't take time to check, you know. Like, yeah, you can do it for sure. Like, you have talent on this, like, for sure you spend like already like 6 days per week working out on your Muay Thai. Like, why you don't do fights, you know? Like, for me, it was a dream that I could not reach, because money was my first priority. It's not about priority, but I was always thinking, like, I don't want my kids to have the life I had, you know, to be poor. For me it was awful. So becoming a fighter was not an option, you know. Like, you're in Thailand, like, you're paid like $100 per fight. Like, no, it was not. But I figured it out on the way. And any dreams that you can have, it's not too big. And if it's in your head, it's for something, you know. Is it just you? Me, I thought like everyone were thinking like this, but no, it's just you. It's just your dream. And if you dream about it every day and you don't act upon it, it will haunt you until you die. So you choose. But I wish you to have a happy life. And like, by happy, I don't mean that it's easy every time. Huh? People like will complain like, oh, she said that it was easy. Not so easy. Huh? No, it's not easy, but everything that life threw at you, you are more than able to trade back, you know. You just have to become better and become stronger. You will never be tested by some test that you cannot pass. We just all have a different questions at the test, so you cannot copy paste someone else, but you can really pass the test. And for passing the test is just answering your own question. So focus on yourself, focus on your line, and go and put some habits and discipline on it. Read the books. It's very important. Like, I don't know why people don't read the books. Everything is on it. Like, I'm serious. I'm not talking about romance book or whatever. Like, you want to know how to make money, you read books. And it's simple. It's about mindset. It's about like what do you do with your small money now. It's about like not spending more than you have and learning what to do with what you save, you know. It's about like becoming more valuable for the market. Like the more you will improve yourself, the more money you can make, okay? So even if it takes 10 years, let's say, but you specialize in one thing, that you become so good that people that cannot like look at somewhere else to find someone to do your job. And this, you learn after like how to market it, you can become millionaire. Millionaire is 1,000 times 1,000. So you just sell, just easy, Sarah, easy. No, no, it's not easy, okay? But now with technology, you can do it. Like everyone that have access to a phone, they can record, they can make your online course, they can make marketing affiliation, they can improve their branding. Like in 20 years from now, 40% of the job that we have today, that we know, will disappear. So what do we do with people? You know, like that's why I try to explain you like learn how to become better in your field. Learn how to become better as a human being. Learn to become better like in improving yourself and not just waiting on the safety net. The safety net will not save you at all. It either we will all become robots that don't think at all and just like be paid and just go back home, watch Netflix, be paid, watch all Netflix, spend all and just repeat. Either like, and that's what I hope for people, that we just become a more aware population that go for self-affirmation and self like reliance and just like be fulfilled with their life, you know, like you have a passion. It doesn't mean that you cannot think now about your retirement, you know. It doesn't mean that you will screw it up. You will not screw up if you start to plan, okay? So maybe for 5 years you will be broke, but then you learn, and during these 5 years you keep improving yourself. You take responsibility for your money and just like watch like, okay, as soon as I have more money, because I will, you have to know that you will, I will do this, that, and like having passive incomes with this. And like for me, there is no way to become financially free without being an entrepreneur in a way or another. By entrepreneur, I mean like learning how to sell, learning how to make business, and learning how to make money. You cannot, like you don't need money to make money. I really believe that you need ideas to make money, okay? And also like you need time. You need to try, you need to improve your product, you need to improve yourself, you need to improve a lot of things. Like it's not from day one to day two that you are like financially free and go around and whatever. But you can focus on what you have now and already like doing good with that. You don't need to be a millionaire to be free. If your expenses are low and you don't care about spending money on Porsches and like leave that for like the old generation. Seriously, like you don't need that. I'm still driving a Nissan Micra even when I were like doing like 80K per year. It doesn't matter, you know, like I don't care about what people think. At the end it's just like I want to live my life in my own term. If they want to work like until they get retired, then do it. Whatever. I don't. No, I have passions, I have purpose, I have other things to do in my life, you know, and I believe that life is not only about working for someone and just going back home and living for 2 days per week. This is not life. Like for me, like after like everyone do whatever they want. They are like in their comfort also. Like maybe they watch my life and they're like, oh my god, I could never do that. I cannot do what you do neither, you know, like it's okay. Everyone have to accept also that some people are different. But I encourage people that think a bit differently and dream big to really dream bigger because you can have it all. Like you will just need to improve yourself, work hard, and believe. Like trust the process. Like in 10 years, I could see like how my life improved. I'm not far, and that's why I do this video, is because I'm really not far from you. Like, but I just know that it's step by step, and the more I do the steps, the more I see, and the more I see, I'm like, wow, I wish someone told me this even earlier, you know? Like, everyone has their way, so I don't regret any step of my way because they made me who I am today, you know? If I didn't work for someone, if I didn't work for the government, if I didn't work like in private institution, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't understand what I understood now, and now I cannot tell you, you know, like that on my project will work. I cannot tell you, but I know that I'm exactly where I want to be with what I want to have, you know, and I don't need more. For now, it's just like I'm in peace, and this is the best feeling ever. Like, I'm not running after anything, and for a brain like mine, it's like heaven. No, but like what I want to say is like you have to appreciate what you have now to be able to have more. And this is for every situation in your life. If you don't take care of what you have, it will go away. And this is not something that you want. What you want is to build up, you know, it's to have good foundation and just to add up. And but what you add is with or without, you should be happy, you know. If it comes, like if money comes in my life, I'm very happy, you know, like I'm very happy because I could help more people. But that's the way I see. And that's me, you know. I understand that people, they want more money to do whatever, but at some point, money will not make you happier, okay? So you can have money. It's not a problem. Like I really encourage you to seek for money. Being poor is not fun. And I don't wish it to anyone. And I know that we can really go high in level of wealth, even if we are poor, especially in Western country, you know. As soon as we are in the capitalist country, you need to believe that you can and go for it, you know. And if I can avoid you to go in the trap of the middle class, here is my help. Like, stay with your expense very low as you can, and improve by learning. So you invest in books, in e-learning, in podcasts, in YouTube. Now we have information about everything. Like, follow people that inspire you to become better. If you have the feeling of inspiration, it's a positive energy, which means that in your brain you are saying, oh, I can do it also. And this is what you want. If you have the feeling of envy, it means it's a negative energy, which means that in your brain you are saying that you are not able to do it. But if someone else did it, you can. But you have a price to pay. You have to pay the same price that they did, and the price is discipline. So you want to mirror the people that mirror your character, you know. You want to go near people that are there or on the way to go where you want to go, and you want to stick with them just to get the mindset, to get the habit, you know. When you will see them working, you will have to work the same, you know. When you will see them talking to people, you will have to talk the same. When you will have to, like, most of the people that I see, like, in my surrounding, okay, I don't know everyone, I don't know the word, like, I know just my life. So that's why I explain about my life, like, take it into account. Like, I don't know if you come from somewhere else, like I'm coming from Switzerland, but I traveled a lot, so I try to pick up what I can from where I go, and I learn from the people, like, from everywhere. But doesn't mean that it's a rule. It doesn't mean, okay? But for me, one of the rule is to be yourself. That's for me a rule, like, for sure. Like, the closer you are from yourself, the best people you will have surrounding yourself, because they are true to themselves too, and they are in your path because of your energy. What I mean by that is, like, most of the people, they pretend there are some people that they are not, you know, just to fit in. But you don't have to fit anywhere. You will create your own space, okay? It's not like so many people are pretending, then we are living in a fake world, you know. Like, okay, this is my favorite t-shirt. It's a second-hand t-shirt from Flip Square in Lausanne. And I don't care, like it's my favorite t-shirt. I love it, like I just come out from the training this morning. This is my hair. This is my face, I'm like this every day. I don't change. And I don't want to change because I don't want to just show you the pretty face. Like, I just don't want to show you like, oh, this is my best life. I'm living here in Thailand. I have the view, I have this. I don't want, because it's not what I want for you. Like, I want you to live your life in your own time and be fully you. Like, don't change for anyone. Like, you can improve. I'm not saying like stay an asshole, but don't change who you truly are for like people accepting you, Like, you have to be yourself. You have to be who you truly are, and that's what you are made for. You don't have to pretend. We don't have to pretend. I'm sorry, but like, one day someone told me like, you cannot go to a job interview and be as you are. Like, it's not McDonald's. McDonald's like, come as you are. And I was so frustrated because I don't know how to play someone else, like, what do I tell them? Like, yeah. And actually all my job, they were created for me, even in the society, because I am the way I am, and that's why we made change, like I could help for a new program in investment, in green investment, and it's huge. Like, it's the start of changing, like, we help people to invest by themselves in the stock market, but even there, like, we try to choose stocks that are not doing bad, like, it's easy to invest in stock market and you just go like in oil or this type of thing for the dividends. No, like, at some point, like, the world, like in 20 years from now, if we don't act now, I don't know where we're going, but it's not looking bright. I want the world to look bright, okay? I want my generation to stand up for themselves. I want to see artists coming up in Switzerland. Like, I want to see more athletes like going for the dream without worrying about money, because the word of athletes, like, it's a word, okay? They are so focused in their passion that they don't make so much money, except like football or some tennis player, this type of thing, because it's not the way that we think as external people. And that's what I want to say. In 10 years from now, if you focus in anything in your life, you can reach it. And it's not because you add some option on it, like having money and doing what I love, that it will change anything. Like, a small goal or big goal will require the same amount of energy, like, and we go through life anyways. So set up your goal, set up your life like that you want, and have a clear vision. The price is easy to pay when the vision is clear. So set up the vision, like, just take time and sit down and think, what type of life do you want? It doesn't matter like what your life looks like now. Doesn't matter what your life looked in the past. The past you cannot change. In the present is what you could at this moment make the decision to change your destination. You cannot change your life from today to tomorrow. No, it will take time. But if today you start to implement the good habit, I assure you your life can be whatever you want. If you stick to the good habit and you're consistent and you keep improving yourself and you keep showing up for yourself, you will have the life that you want. I assure you because that's what I do. So if it doesn't work, means that it will not work for me neither. So better believe. No, I'm just kidding. But like, this is how I lived my whole life, and I traveled the whole world. Okay, I never had really money. Like, every time I had everything I asked. I don't know how to explain you how great the world is when you believe. But you have the best people that are coming in your way. You have strong connection with people that change your life, change your perception. They help you to improve. They help you to become the best version of yourself, And you don't choose. You just live your life, and God put the right person, the right people in your way. And this is how I see it. Like, I have now friends that are world champion. I have now friends that are millionaire. I have now friends that are normal people that I love like so much because they are laughing all the day. I have like friends, like I have friends from every social class, every type of, very different type of friends, but they are really my friend, and they are normal, you know, like, I don't know how to explain, but it's not that someone succeed in life, that they arrived there just because they were born different. No, they arrived there because they choose to take the positive. Like, they choose to think positively about the things that are happening to them. Take everything like as a lesson, and not as something that they cannot like learn anything about. And they keep improving, and that's what I love about my people. They never stop, you know. Like, I have a friend, she's 52, and she's financially free since like 5 years now. She has properties and stuff, and she's like, oh, yeah, I'm going in real estate now. Like, I want to make a course in Spain and learn more about. She's 52. She's like training Muay Thai and doing fights. Like, she did fight at 49. She has 6 fights, like a real fight. Like, we are not kidding here, you know. And in my country at 50, like, what do you do with your life at 50, you know? Like, you are retired already, like, no one cares about you anymore. It's awful. And I'm just like, but this is because you set in your mind that it's over. Life is not over at 50. We are here until like 90, and our generation, I don't know, but like, I'm pretty sure they will make something that will live until like 100, 120 years. Man, so long. Like, we have time to improve and do things, you know? Like, 30 is the new 20s now. And it's just only up to us to start, you know. There is a saying that goes like, it's day one or one, no, it's one day or day one. Like, choose to be day one, you know, like, not one day. Don't wait, act now, and be patient with the results. That's it. Bisous.